Welcome to ATP Customs. Well, today we're going to do a video on wet sanding and polishing this 2014 GT500. Mr. White is a Red Seal painter. He has done many years of body and collision repair. He worked at Kingfisher Boat Factory, where they build tons and tons of massive fishing boats, and he has spent a ridiculous amount of hours just painting boats all day. He's painted almost all of my vehicles. He is a spectacular painter, and when you're the painter, you're also the guy who has to polish, because you're the guy who knows how much clear coat was put on. So, Mr. White, in my opinion, is extremely undervalued at all of his previous jobs. I'm very thankful to have him here. And we're going to go over his procedure on how he does his particular polishing on all the vehicles we have coming and going. So, on this 2014 Shelby, it's a lot of masking because of all the stripes. We do have to mask the whole hardtop. We don't want any polish getting on the hardtop, but we have to keep taking it off when we close the shop to bring it all the cars back in. So we'll do our final detail after he's done polishing, obviously. Under the hood, the whole body, the interior, everything. And what he's trying to do is avoid hitting any moldings with his polisher, because you don't want to polish that in. If some of the polish happens to land on it when it's flying around, yes, you can get it off, but it's just easier to just mask it all off. As you can tell, there's a lot of masking involved on this thing. He's already done this side. So that quarter panel, that door, and that fender are already done. Just so you can see the beauty of that. There's a lot of dust all over it from the weekend, but we haven't done a final detail. But that side is wet sanded and polished. He has done the hood. This was all masked off already too. So all we have left is that fender, that door, and that quarter panel. The front bumper has one of those clear films on it to protect it, so we don't have to do that. And the rear trunk lid has no issues in it. So I don't believe we have to do much there. Just a hand polish will blend it in and make it perfect. So let's get Mr. White set up and see how he does it. So we're starting with wet sanding, using just a block 2500 grit. Wet sand each panel, and then when he's ready, he'll polish all three stages, panel by panel. So right now he's going to take any little nibs off and any little scratches that he might see out of the fender, just using water and wet sandpaper. So it is all wet sanded now, 2500, then to 3000, and then to 5000 grit. Time to start polishing. So he will be using that one first with that pad, and make sure you always wash and clean your pads before you do this. Then he will use that pad with that glaze, and finally that pad with his other perfection glaze, whatever you want to call it. So let's watch him go. So just low RPM, a lot of side to side, not all up and down. So stage one of polishing is done using the cut wax. There is still 2 more stages to go, but you can see how amazing it looks already. So it is a 3-stage system. Mr. White buys his stuff in bulk, so he just uses those little containers and keeps refilling them. I get the awesome job of cleaning all of those awesome wheels and everything behind the wheel well, so that's time consuming as well. Yeah, someone has to get in there and do it. I got to be the lucky one today that got to do it. This is the final product after 3 different stages of wet sanding and 3 stages of polishing. It looks just awesome. Now, I'm just doing a kind of a quick video on this. If you guys really want to know more about it, go over to Matt White's channel, and I will put a link down below to his Instagram and his YouTube channel so that you guys can find him. It is a little difficult to find. There's a lot of Matt Whites apparently on YouTube. And any questions, just give Matt White a message. He'll show you or tell you all about what to do. But he did do his first pad was that one with cut wax. That is the middle stage, that little pad, and then that one to finish it off. First one is the major polish. The other ones are just kind of quick. But he'll give you a rundown. He's got a video already out on his channel by the time I launch this one. You can go check out. Don't forget, subscribe to Matt White's channel and subscribe to ours, please. Now we're going to pull this thing outside and see what it looks like in the -10 weather outside that we have.